Okay.
So, hello, how are you?
Hi. Yeah, I'm good. What about you?
My name is Rohit, and I'm currently pursuing BTech in third year from Meghnasa Institute of Technology. Okay, that's about brief introduction about myself.
Okay.
So,
Uh, I would like to ask.
yeah,
Uh, I would like to ask you this question, like a majority element problem. You might already know that. Like, find the element which is occurring most frequently, like at least n by two times.
okay.
If you have to find that element.
I'm going to share this question. So, you tell me that this is exactly your question. So, okay. So, yeah, is my screen visible?
Yeah.
So, like this is exactly a question, now. Given an array size of n and return the majority element.
Mm.
Like majority element always exist in the array or not?
It cannot exist sometimes.
It cannot exist sometimes. Okay. So what we do, we have to first we think about that we have already have a majority element. Like we will consider always that there will be existing a majority element. Okay.
Hmm.
So if there is a majority element, then we will gonna return the majority element. Otherwise, we will return -1.
Hmm.
Okay, like in this example, we saw 2 is 3 times, 1 is occurring 3 times. Okay,
Hmm.
yeah, and we see that majority element exists. In this
Yeah.
array, there is also a majority element because 3 is occurring 2 times, which is greater than n by 2.
Hmm.
So if we give example like here, this is an array 1, 2, 3. Then in this array, there is no majority element exists. Okay.
Okay. Hmm.
So what we gonna do? We just assume that there will be exist in a majority element, and we will count that majority element, and we will check that if it is greater than n by 2, then we will
Hmm.
return that element. Otherwise, not.
Okay.
So the approach is we will use hash map.
Okay.
So we will count the frequency. Okay, count the
Hmm.
frequency of every element, and we will
Hmm.
check if there is existing element or not, like that element is majority element or not. I will show you a
Hmm.
code. So can I erase this question?
Yeah, you can.
I will erase the question. I will. So this is example. So we will take a function majority where we pass array, and n is the number of length of array. Okay, n represents number of lengths. Like here n represents the length of array, and here we
Hmm.
will take whatever we want to take. Like take we will use this example 2 2 1 1 1 2 2. Okay,
Hmm.
we're gonna take hash map. So in Python, hash map is actually dictionary. We
Okay.
take as a dictionary. Okay,
Hmm.
we're gonna from collection module we have to import that. From module we have to import a dictionary. Okay, so we are here. By default we store the number of account is equal to 0. Okay,
Default spelling is wrong on line number 18.
so we will just run a loop in an array. Okay, and we will
Okay.
count the frequency of each element. We will count
Hmm.
the frequency of each element. Okay, then we will count the frequency of each element, and again we run the loop in an array. Okay, so we
Hmm.
will check the frequency that is a key value dictionary pair. So what we will represent here in hash map, we have 2 is equal to 3 times 2 3 times comes, and 1 also 3 times comes. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So
Two
now,
comes four times, I guess.
yeah, sorry, 2 comes 4 times and 1 is 3
Hmm.
times. Okay,
Hmm.
now we will check that this that is value key value pair. So we will check that this value comes greater than n by 2. If it is
Hmm.
come, then we will return that majority element.
Yeah.
So we will again run a loop, check. We will check float division. So in double
Hmm.
is array, here is Python float division. Okay,
Yeah. Loading. Right.
so we will return that value.
Hmm.
We will return, I guess, I.
Okay.
So we will return array of I. Yeah. And if it is not, we will return -1. Okay, did you get it?
On line number 24, I think you have to keep an array of I.
Yeah, online number. Yeah,
24.
yeah, 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 yeah. Sorry, yeah, array of I. Yeah.
Hmm.
Array is not defined. Sorry,
E-
sorry, sorry. If you write the half function, then array is not defined. Why is it? Why this is happening? I define array. Okay, I got it.
yeah. First,
Yeah,
you have to
array.
define.
Oh,
Remove that
output.
output also.
Now everything fine.
Yeah, I guess.
Default dict is not defined. The default dict is defined. From collection is not defined.
I think it's not necessary to import dictionary. It is already present, I guess.
Yeah, you can also use direct dictionary.
Okay.
Like, you can
Like
also
curly
use that.
braces.
Yeah. I know. Because if you don't store default, you have to store, like you have to import default dict. Why? Because you have to store something from default. Like here I don't, if like this number is not counted, how can I express like one is not present in array, so we have to store by default 0 value. We have to store by
Hmm.
default value equal to 0. So I guess I have to store.
Uh, on line number 22, you have written like hash map of array of I plus is equal to 1. Instead of that, you can say like assign 0 initially, again run the loop, and then you can do the place is equal to 1, right?
What you say?
First, you define, insert all the elements and give them is equal to 1, 0.
I don't get your point. So can you share your screen?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the terminal. Suppose let's say the dictionary is this. Let's array is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3, something like that,
Yes.
and n is equal to 3. And what I'm saying is like dictionary is equal to this, right? For I in range of 3, dictionary of that array element
Yes.
is equal to 0. First initialize that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think then you can do the
Okay.
your normal approach.
Okay. Okay.
I think you got that. Like now you can do the place is equal to 1, that thing, like dictionary of array of I.
But using that module, it's so easy, I guess.
We
Let's
just
try.
have to run this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I can try one more time. Default take lambda. Yeah, it's fine. It's actually come. So can I share my screen?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
I think there is a spelling mistake in the of default.
Hmm.
So is my screen visible? So you can see
Yeah.
here as two is coming.
Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. So can I run? That is a lead code question. Okay, I guess.
Yeah, it's a lead code
So
question.
can I run that there? So
Yeah.
I check that it pass all the test cases or not.
Hmm.
So link is in the chat box.
Yeah.
Is my screen visible?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah. I'm seeing.
Wait, it's taking long collection.
Array array name
Okay, okay, sorry. I have to change array and we have
and
to
also.
divide n is equal to length of array.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So can I ask one another question? There will
Yeah.
be a time.
Yeah. Okay.
So rotate array. I think it's GFG question. Like I will share my link link of that question in chat box.
Okay.
So first you read the question. So given an unsorted array of size n,
Hmm.
rotated by d element. So you read first. If you don't get it,
Hmm. Rotated by d elements in the counterclockwise direction. Right. Fine. Okay, I got this.
okay. So you will be sharing your screen. So
Yeah.
can I
Okay.
share the link?
Ah. Yes. Share it.
Share the link in the chat box.
Yeah, I'll share my screen first. Window, right? Because see my screen, right?
Yeah.
I take the elements and I have to rotate it, right? For that, I'll create an result array,
So I will tell
which,
you first. You have to tell the approach. Don't jump directly to the code.
yeah, yeah.
So this is
So,
bad habit. Like other in
mm,
you think your approach in your mind. First you have to express your approach
mm,
to the
then we
interviewer.
have to,
Yeah, yeah.
mm,
Otherwise, they think that you will just remember the question and just you actually don't get
mm,
your point. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I got that. So first we have to create the result array of the same size, and we keep assigning the element. Suppose when we are at
So
array
I
zero,
I
I'll
will sorry. So take one test case and express your
mm,
idea on that. So I
okay.
will understand it better.
Suppose n is size 6 and the d is 3, and in this case n is size and d is 2.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll create a result array, which is like now we are at the position 0, right? 0
Yes.
minus 3 plus 6 modulus 6. Like what we have to do is we have to do the counterclockwise. So the what minus 1, minus 5, minus 7,
-7.
1, 2, 3.
Yes. Yes.
So this is what we need, right? Am I
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yeah. Right. Totally right.
We are right. So the minus one is at position 0 minus. Suppose if we assign this as the minus one, the minus two, minus three. If you think of the elements like that, and also the 1, 2, 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the element which have to be in this position is nothing but the element at the position 0 minus d, and this position is 1 minus d, 2 minus d.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So I will do that itself here. Like for int I equal to 0, I less than n required index, right, is nothing but the I minus d plus n modulus n. The required index of the element that have to be in this position. So the result array of I will be that element. Sorry. Okay. Then we can print all of them. First, let me remove this. Um, Wait a second. Then I haven't take the D input.
D.
See, you can see that elements are shifted
Yes.
counterclockwise.
-1 -5 6 1 2 3. Yeah. That's fine. Time complexities.
Order of n. Mm.
So that's fine. Now
Shall I
you
stop
can
sharing?
last one. You can ask one question.
Okay. Um, shall I ask you the aptitude question?
No, this time coding question.
Okay, coding question. Okay. Let me. Like I would like to ask you the product array problem.
Okay.
You know it, right? Or shall I give you the statement problem statement?
You give the problem statement.
Okay. Okay, the link in the chat box.
Product array problem. So I copy the example. This example.
Okay.
I'm going to share my screen. Okay.
Okay.
So is my screen visible?
Yeah, yeah. I can see.
So actually given an array of integer and construct a product array like this array given, and we have to just rearrange into like this type of array. Okay.
Mm.
So accept this number, like we have to count the product like 3 into 5 into 6 into 2, then we have to skip
Mm.
3, then we have to skip 5 and count
Mm.
there and so on.
Yeah.
So I think I can do by using 3 array. So like we will take 3 array.
Mm.
So like this, I take one auxiliary array,
Okay.
then I take two auxiliary array.
Mm.
So I actually write the name as a left, so you can understand it better. Right. And I will take next as a product array. So what are we gonna do? I just keep here one and one. So I will write that one so we can count the product. So if I will put
Mm.
zero, then product all the product will be zero. So actually we're
Mm.
gonna count first in the left side of the array from left to
Mm.
right, and then I will count the right to left.
Okay.
So in this way we can calculate the product array. Did you get my point?
Yeah, I got that.
So its time complexity is like big O of n.
Yeah.
Space complexity is also big O of n.
Mm.
I can do also in a better way. I think I can optimize the space here.
Mm. How's that?
Yeah, I think. Let me think first. Like here, we can, like if we calculate the product of all the array, like the given array here, if I will calculate the product of all the array, okay.
Mm.
So what is gonna be product? 10 into 3 30, 30 into 5 80, sorry 150,
Mm.
150 into 6 900, 900
Mm.
into 2 is 1800.
Yeah.
So we have do not have to use divide operator, na?
Mm. Yeah, that is the main condition that we
That is the
haven't
main
mentioned yet.
yeah. So if we calculate all the product and if we divide, we get the answer. But here we have don't use divide.
Mm.
So like we can write like if a by b can be written as, like if we calculate the product. So if
Mm.
we'll write calculate the product, and if we do like take this number as a 10, okay, and
Mm.
we will just 10 to the power minus 1. So it is exactly equal to the x
Division.
a minus b, yeah. So we can do in that way.
Okay.
So here time complexity is big of 1. Sorry, space complexity.
Mm.
No
Space
auxiliary
complexity is the
space,
GOP one.
big of 1. No auxiliary space is taken. So I
Mm.
think this is a better way. So can I do code?
Yeah, please go ahead.
So I have to rub this. Sorry. So we will take a product variable. Product is 1. We're gonna loop in an array. We just count the product. Then we will again loop in array. So what we will do? We will make our array of I as equal to product into I array of I. Yes. I think this is right now.
Product into divided by array of mine. Yeah, yeah. I
So
guess.
we will make that array of I index is equal to
Mm,
that product into I. So like if it is 10, so 1800 into 10 to the power minus 1. So it will be 0.1
mm.
into 1800. So I will
Yeah, yeah.
guess 180. That position become 180. Yeah. So we will take array in 3, 5, 6. Then we will take oh, I forgot to return the array. Yeah, that's coming.
Yeah.
So its time complexity is fine, space complexity is fine. I think
Hmm.
that is an efficient method. So can I
Yeah.
stop sharing my screen?
Yeah. Okay.
So it was totally fun session with you.
Yeah. Same here.
So we will do aptitude next time.
Hmm.
We will cover all the chapters aptitude, no coding.
Hmm.
So we
Okay.
will also
Fine.
get used to aptitude. Aptitude is also necessary.
Yeah. Most of the service-based companies ask the aptitude also.
Yeah,
Hmm.
many like most like Goldman Sachs also ask aptitude question.
Yeah. Yeah. Goldman Sachs
Some
also.
product based company also ask.
Hmm.
So how was the session? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. Yeah. It was great, like interacting with you and discussing the problem. Yeah. You ask me a question and I will ask you a question. That's good.
So how you can approach a question? You can learn how you approach the question. You learn from the session. I think you directly
Yeah.
don't jump into the code next time when you experience
Yeah.
interview.
Yeah, that is one of the important point that I learned today. Because the if I directly jump to the code,
Uh,
the interviewer might think that you have.
interviewer might be get bored or think that you just remember all the question and you will just
Hmm.
put all the question.
Yeah.
So you have to express in such a way just like you thinking in. Yes, you are like thinking in you are problem solver, na. So you
Hmm.
if you're given if I give you a new problem, you have to think in that way. I know
Hmm.
you are very better coder, but you
Hmm.
have to express that
Thank
way.
you. Hmm.
So
Okay.
I guess I am also fine.
Yeah. What are your takeaways from this session?
Like I learned two new approach from your code. I don't know that approach, so I also learned that approach.
Hmm.
So it is very good to see others code. Like you learn the others approach, how you can do efficiently. I also know
Hmm.
efficient method, but you are just doing it. I actually in the I give you a question like What question I give you? Array?
Positive and negatives, alternating.
Yeah, in that question I just reverse the array two times.
Hmm.
But you are doing in such a way that I plus d minus 1 simply, yeah, it is a counterclockwise. So I learned that thing. And thank you
Hmm.
very much for coming here, joining to us.
So my pleasure, and also thank to you.
So what your takeaway from this session?
Yeah, that's what. How good we may also know the solution, but if we can't explain that, that it will go in total vain, right? We have not. We should also not jump into the code right away, because interviewers is want to know how you are approaching the solution, right?
Yeah,
That's why the interview is being conducted. And if you can't explain properly to the interviewer, then there is no use. There is no point of the interview, right? You directly code the solution. It is nothing like a. It's just like a coding round.
yeah, yeah.
We have to make it the difference with like a interview round and coding round.
So that's why we do interactive session. We both are new in this mock interview. Yeah,
Yeah. Hmm.
but we can learn from here. And in
Um,
future we will do very more interactive session with you, so we can learn both all these things.
yeah, yeah, sure. I'm looking forward for that.
So thank you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stop recording.